The sun is out, it's a beautiful day, the damp and darkness of winter is finally over, and we are going to go camping. I'm going to go and find my friend Colin. We're going to compare some of our kit, including our tents. We've got two similar, very different tents, both trekking pole tents. Colin has the Lanshan, or the Lamshan.
Alright, Lamshan.
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 It's a very nice joke. And I've got the Durston Axemid one, so we'll go compare those. And today I am getting to the campsite via a very special means that I have never used before to go camping, and it is on this, which I nearly fell off. This is my new bike. This is the Cairn Brave 2.0. It is an electric bike. I love electric bikes because they allow me to do bike stuff when I'm entirely unfit. This is going to allow me to do more camps in more places that I couldn't before, places where I wouldn't be comfortable to park my van overnight and leave it, and places that are quite near my home. I have left my house and cycled here today, out my front door, got on the bike and went, didn't have to pack up the van or anything, and the massive battery in this will give me a range loaded up of, I think, I'm still testing it, that's one of the reasons I'm out today, maybe 50, 60 miles. So my big plan is later in the year, I'm gonna cycle from home to Scotland and camp, wild camp in Scotland, using this bike to get me there. So that's gonna be fun. But let's go and find
Colin!
Colin! Oh, is it? No, that's a treat.
Colin!
Whoa!
Oh. I nearly had a high-pitched voice there.
Colin, do you want to have a go on the bike?
Yes, I would love to.
I'm convinced I'm buying one. There's so much power, especially in the top mode.
Yeah.
Like,
here's Colin's bike, and I think the best thing I like about Colin's bike is the fact that he's got a packet of Doritos and some coconut cream fingers stuck to the handlebars. Essential bike packing snacks.
that's an apology for being so late on you tonight.
Yeah. We have arrived, and right, the weirdest thing is not that Colin is lying on the ground, because if you've gone camping before you probably know why he's lying on the ground. You know, he's trying to find a good place to pitch. The weirdest thing is when he gets stuck in the top of his head. Look, what is
The flies like my bald head, okay?
it? Looks like some sort of weird melon with a label on it. Okay, grab your lamb sham.
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Spray my head.
Spray. It's like an early warning system. Like the canary in the coal mine. Come here. We'll discuss our tents. This will be intense. Look at this. Okay, I've got the Durston Axemid one. This is a tent that I think with pegs weighs about 850 grams. By the time you import it and ship it to the UK, I end up paying about $300 for this.
The Lanshan 1, not the Pro version.
Okay, what's the difference?
I don't actually know.
This is going well so far.
130
Okay,
pounds.
so it's less than half price.
Yeah.
It's longer, but
Disrespect.
we'll see who can pitch theirs the fastest. You're going first.
Okay.
Okay, calling it. What are you doing? Why are you eating? You're supposed to be pitching. It's a competition. Here, give me some of this. What are they? This is the worst tent video ever. Right, okay. That was 8 minutes. You happy with that?
Yeah.
You're okay.
And I'm not overly fast, you know, like.
I can't take you seriously with that thing on your head. So I've done something stupid. I pegged my tent out in a hurry so much that I forgot it's upside down. Can we reset and do that again? Okay, I'm done. How long?
5:56.
5:56.
Which is good, what, 2 minutes faster?
2-3 minutes faster?
Yeah.
I feel you could have pitched yours faster.
A good bit, yeah.
Let's go take a look at Colin's lamb sham. Okay, does that go back?
Yeah, there's a toggle there.
Just a toggle. Okay, I'll throw that there. And then, oh, this is interesting. So you can zip it that way and that way.
The door opens right up.
Okay. So that's your vestibule space. So you've got about that twice. So I'd say that's probably enough to put like a 70 litre pack. Ugh. Oh, there's quite a bit of space in here actually. I think you've got more space in here than I do in my inner. This is touching my head. I suppose that's because it's just the one pull. You've got one little hook here. Is that your storage there? Alright, there's a tiny little... It's really... looks really stormproof. There's no movement in that whatsoever. Here's the Durston. To get in it, I can do it with one hand because I've pegged this in. So just up. And what's quite nice about this is if I roll this up, there's a little magnetic toggle so I can just boop. And that's that done. Okay. And then to get in here, turn that. And in we go. Oh, my vestibules. So there's quite a big vestibule in this. You've got this large square area here. And then, which I think is one of the best features, the inner in this goes at an angle. So it doesn't go down one side of the tent, it goes at an angle across it. So you've got a triangular vestibule here and an additional one here. Like that. So, see? And then in here for storage you've got a mesh net up here. And there's another one up there, and then there's a loop in the corner to hang something from, and there's a loop up there to hang something from. Oh, and then I'll show you how sturdy it is. Again, it's pretty sturdy. I think the Lanshan might be slightly sturdier. You know what? I think these are actually two very good tents for the money. There's something fantastically relaxing about just that sound of birdsong in the background. What do you think of my little porch? I made it myself with the stick. So, I want to show you this because I'm actually quite excited about this. This is the fire maple something or other. I can't remember the actual name of it, but this is a cook set that costs £50, and it's basically a smaller version of the Jetboil Stash, which costs about £150. I really like the Jetboil Stash because it has a, what do you call this? Heat exchanger. It's got a heat exchanger on the bottom, so it's a lot more efficient with your gas. I've seen someone do tests with this, and on average, this boils water 1 minute faster than using like just a titanium mug without a heat exchanger. It's got the heat exchanger, but it's also got these 3 cutouts. So that means if you put it on a 3-pronged stove, it'll go down on it and kind of sits in place. And £50, you get your pot. The lid has got little drain holes in it. You get your little stove, you get a titanium spork, and for your 50 quid you get this, which is a little ferro rod sparker. I probably wouldn't use that inside a tent, so I've got that in it for my emergency backup, and then I keep a little Bic Mini. So if this gets wet, it won't work, but this will. And then it's big enough, you can hold 100-gram gas canister, and you can also get one of the Sea to Summit X mugs. Fits inside it. So yeah, it's really, really good. And look at the midges all over that. There's quite a lot of biting insects in here. Colin's frantically applying more repellent. I'm lighting my tiny citronella tea light in the vain hope that this will have an effect. If I hold this beside my head, I'll just sit here with this about ear level. There's one time I was in a forest with Gary like this, and we started getting eaten by midges, and he panicked so much he dropped his sandwiches in a drainage ditch. That single tea light has been enough to make the midges go away.
Completely.
Like completely. They were swarming our heads, and now there's not one of them left. That's a tea light that weighs 15 grams, and you can get a pack of like 10 of them for like 5 or something like that. Compare that to a Thermacell, which is, I think, is over 400 grams and costs you 40 quid. Plus, you have to buy really expensive refills. You look like Gollum at the angle you currently have there.
Precious.
Where do you see Colin's attempt at bike security? He's just laid these sticks on his bike. Yeah, that's gonna work. I was gonna steal that bike, but the twig stopped me. I've just got my bike sitting there, hoping that nobody steals it. Night night. So the downside with camping in a forest is that there are now a substantial number of insects bouncing around inside this tent. When everybody else is at the Bruce Springsteen concert in Belfast, we're the ones who are actually dancing in the dark. Except no one's dancing. You almost feel like it's a little bit impolite to interrupt the dawn chorus by talking over it. And then on the other hand, you think, I wish the dawn chorus happened 2 hours later so I could get more than 5 hours sleep. There we go, all packed up, ready to go. I've got these 2 fork bags at the front. There's loads of mountain points in this bike. So I've got my tent in here, my sleeping bags in here, bike tools and accessories are in here, and my GoPro. I keep my tripod and my other camera in here, and then in the back, the rest of my camping stuff. And I've still got 1, 2, 3 additional mounting spots should I need them. But that was a nice little camp in the forest, and you're not going to see any more because I don't want to give away where this is. So we're gonna also Can we get some breakfast? The sun breakfast? Yes. Okay, I'm curious about 2 things. One, have you ever bike packed before? If you haven't, is it something you think you might want to do at some point? Would you like to see me do more bike packing? Oh yeah, and go give Colin a follow. He is on Paved Ireland on Instagram, where you can see parts of Ireland that are unpaved. He just goes to people's driveways who've got gravel and rates them out of 10.